Welcome back. It's now time for your lunchtime sports. Let's head to Scotland, where national record holder Daniel Thomas-Dodd placed 6th in the women's shot put final in the opening session on day 1 of the World Athletics Indoor Championships in Scotland. Thomas-Dodd registered a season's best 19.12 meters. The event was won by Canada's Sarah Mitten with a season's best 20.22 meters. Now on the track, Akeem Blake led the performances of the Jamaican athletes. Blake won heat 7 of the men's 60 meters, clocking 6.55 seconds, which is the 5th fastest time heading into this afternoon's semi-finals. The semi-finals for the men's 60 meters will be contested at 2:45 p.m. with the final set for 4:45. Natoya Gould-Toppin also gained automatic qualification to the final of the women's 800 meters. Gould-Toppin clocked a season's best 2 minutes and 83 seconds for second in her semi-final to advance to Sunday's final. Rasheen McDonald and Stacey Ann Williams advanced to the semi-finals of the men's and women's 400 meters. McDonald produced a personal best 46.25 for second in his heat of the men's 400 meters to advance as an automatic qualifier to this afternoon's semi-finals. In the women's equivalent, Williams finished 4th in her heat in 52.16 to also advance to this afternoon's semi-finals. But compatriot Sharuki Young did not make progress after finishing 3rd in her heat in 53.04. The semifinals for the men's 400 meters will be contested at 3:50, while the semis for the women's equivalent will go off at 4:10. Now, live coverage of the World Athletics Indoor Championships can be seen on TVJ Sports Network, and One Spot Media, where in Jamaica only, with radio coverage on Hits 92 FM. And staying on athletics, the 3-day Carifta track and field trials will commence this afternoon at the National Stadium. A total of 8 finals will be contested today. The meet gets underway with the under-20 girls shot put final. Now, the first track event will be the preliminaries for the under-17 girls 400 meters, and that gets going at 5 p.m. The trials will be used to select athletes for the Carifta Championships, which will be held in Grenada from March 28 through to April 1. Some football news now. Defending champion Seaforth FC made a winning start to the defense of the St. Thomas Surge Major League with a comfortable 3-0 win over Danvers Pen at York Oval. Lamar Edwards opened the scoring for the champions in the 8th minute. That lead was doubled in the 1st minute of first half added time. Renard Edwards scoring. The game was wrapped up in the 87th when Kimani Edwards fired home. Meanwhile, a double strike from Ronaldo Bailey carried York United to a 4-1 win over Port Morant All-Stars in the opening game of the doubleheader. Michael Pennant opened the scoring for York by converting a 5th-minute penalty. Bailey then got the first of his brace in the 20th. Roderick Brown made it 3-0 when he scored in the 40th. And Rashid Simpson, well, he got Port Morant's consolation in the 4th minute of first half added time before Bailey notched his 2nd and York's 4th in the 59th. Meanwhile, Batista Lions captured the knockout title where they completed a 3-1 victory over White Horses. And a quick note, the Reggae Boys, they take on Trinidad and Tobago in the first of 2 friendly internationals this afternoon at the Hazel Crawford Stadium. That match kicks off at 2 p.m. Jamaica time. And that is it for your lunchtime sports. And I am Jermaine Brown. Shamela, back to you.
Thank you, Jermaine. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the News, Sports and Production teams, good afternoon.